grab the bottom of the case, and make sure the power slider and the volume slider are in their proper place, because when you take it off they might slide out. Make sure they're in. And now when you're putting the case on, make sure the power button, it's in there and it's all the way down this way. And the volume button, the volume slider, push it all the way to the left or the right, and do the same with the slider on the volume. So make sure everything's lined up, and just gently set it back down. And don't force it. If something feels like it's not going back together, then just take it off and try again. Otherwise you might break something. Make sure everything's working. Alright. So now we're going to grab our screws, and we're going to put a Phillips head screw, the small silver Phillips head screws, right here, right here. And then we're going to grab the golden ones, or the brass colored ones, and put them in here and in here. Alright, and once you get those in there, grab your tri-wing screwdriver and grab the 3 long screws that have the tri-wing head on them, and put one here in the corner, put one here, and put one here. And then don't forget your small black tri-wing screw that goes back here on the game slot. Alright, now you got those back together, grab your battery and put your battery in. Grab the battery cover, slide it in, and grab your Phillips head screwdriver and just screw that in. Alright, now make sure the power button works, make sure the volume slider works, turn it on, and there it is. Perfectly working Nintendo DS. And now next we're going to deal with the cosmetic parts. So off your old LCD, you can get the black frame off of the old LCD, or you can grab a new one if you order a case from NRS, but we're just going to grab the old one off of the old case. And it'd be better to put this on before you close it up, but you can do it when you close it back up. So we're going to trim off the excess adhesive, or else it won't go on. Come on. It likes to stick to you. Alright. And now, if you touch the inside of the screen like I did, you can just grab something and wipe it off. Be better to use a wet one for this, but this will work fine. Alright, get back to our DS. Let's go ahead and turn it back off. Set our screen frame on the inside. Oh, and also don't forget to take off the protective film that comes on the LCD, or else that'll kind of mess up your screen quality. So don't forget to take that off. Alright, I have a little bit sticking out still. Cut that off. Alright, so now we're ready to put the frame back on. It should just pop right in there. So now if you want, you can wipe it off, get your dirty fingerprints off, as this screen still has some dirt on it, but we can deal with that later. And now we're going to put our 4 screws back in for the upper half of the DS. Probably should put these in before you put it back together, but it doesn't really matter. So you grab your 4 Phillips head screws and put them back in the 4 corners. Alright, now we need to put these rubber squares back on that cover all 4 of the screws. So just kind of pick them up and make sure you have the adhesive down, or else it won't stick. And just go along and put them all in. Alright, and once you have all 4 of those in, close your DS, flip it over. We're going to get the 2 rubber pad foot things. And if you look at them closely, you notice that the top 2 corners are rounded. And those top 2 corners that are rounded go up. So it's going to sit in your DS like that, with the 2 rounded corners up. And you can just look at the bottom case of the DS, and the pattern where they go kind of shows you. And same thing with the other one. Make sure you got it in there nice and tight. Push it in, make sure it's stuck. And there you go. You have replaced the upper LCD on your Nintendo DS Lite.